Okay, we're live. So
Okay.
it's time for Grandma Reads a Story, and so happy today to have Grandma Bessie with us today. And this is a joint program with the Foster Grandparents Program of Oakland County, sponsored by Catholic Charities of Southeastern Michigan and the Pontiac Public Library. So, Grandma Bessie, let's enjoy our first story.
Michael's Golden Rules, written by Deloris Jordan,
Okay.
Rosalind M. Jordan, and Michael Jordan.
Okay, let's see the book. There, cool.
Yeah. Jonathan bit his lip as he read himself to swing. 2 out and the base loaded. The count was 3-2. He was ready. The pitcher wound up. The base whizzed past Jonathan as he swung and missed. Strike 3, you are out. Jonathan slowly walked back to the dugout. I could hear calls of that's okay. Well, the next time. But all we wanted is to go home.
Okay.
Jonathan walked home from the game with his best friend, Michael and Michael's uncle. Jonathan was glad Uncle Jack was here today since Jonathan's mama had to work. You boys played a good game, Jonathan couldn't help but saying. But we lost. How could you have played a good game if we lost? That was a lot more than game than winning and losing, Jonathan. It's all how you play the game. That's what makes a player great. That's what's count. Jonathan was silent and Michael piped up. Uncle Jack knows a lot about baseball. Uncle Jack tell all that the 10 golden rules of baseball. The one you make up your mind to play in college, please. Why don't you come down tomorrow, boys, and we talk them through. Jonathan could not wait.
Golden rules.
Yeah, golden rule. The next day, Saturday, Michael and Jonathan walked in a few blocks from the neighborhood in Uncle Jack's house. Hi, boys, I'm glad you came back. I have a book that Michael told you about. My book of golden rules. These got me through some of the games in school. Maybe they'll help you too. Michael and Jonathan read them the rules. Number 1, know the game. 2, pay attention to the coach at all times. Know all your opponents. Be a team player. Practice. Number 5, practice a winning attitude. 6, find out what you can do best. 7, find out what you need to work on. 8, practice. 9, learn your mistake. And 10, have fun. Wow, thanks, Uncle Jack, said Michael.
Wow, it's like great rules.
Yeah. Later that afternoon, Michael and Jonathan traded baseball cards. Wow, look, Michael, shouted Jonathan. Hank Aaron He's awesome. He can hit 1,000,000 home run and steal 1,000 bases. I bet I know the golden rules of baseball. He sure plays like he does, said Michael. I hope these rules will help us in tomorrow's game. The only way you can find out, said Jonathan, read Rule 7 out loud. Find out what you need to work on. Find out what you need to work on. My swing. Hey, let's go to the park and practice a little. I'm in, said Michael. I need to work on pitching. Let's go. They pitched up the baseball card and ran. They picked the baseball card and ran. Michael and Jonathan practiced all afternoon until it was time to go home for dinner.
Out what you don't know and then work on it.
Yeah, you have to work on it. The next day was the big game. Hurry up, guys. It's time to go, Michael Papa said. It's the big day. We're going to be late for the game of the season. Inside of the car, Michael said to Jonathan, man, would it be great if we made the playoff today? I can see it now. Badgers make it to the Little League World Series. Yeah, Jonathan replied, wishing for a win, especially today. His mother was getting off work early to come to the game.
Oh.
Hey, boys, over here, said Coach Peter. When the boys walked into the field, okay, this is the big day. We have to go out there and play like a team. There are no heroes. We all play together. Coach cover up the help out. If you make a mistake, don't worry. Just head up and stay focused. Play hard and play to win. If you win today, we can make it to the playoff. Now go out there and get warmed up. But no matter how hard Jonathan tried, he kept losing focus and making mistakes. First, he dropped the ball. Then he threw over the teammate's head. Then he struck out in a dugout. Jonathan read the rules again and again. It seemed that reading the rules did no good.
Why?
He's supposed to, he had told him what to do. Told him the golden rules. A couple of innings went by and the game was closed. Badger 4, Cougars 5. Okay, guys, chapter 4, hustle up. Make it a short inning. Whack! The ball sailed through toward Jonathan. I got it, Bobby yelled, dashing in front of Jonathan, and tripped and fell. Always stepping in and help where you need it, Jonathan moved quickly to catch the ball in his hand. Turning to Bobby, Jonathan sighed what it would be good time team to rather get back to Bobby, but treating him so bad all the time. Hey, Bobby, everyone make mistakes. Come on. Let me help you.
It's nice.
It was the bottom of the 5th Badger 4. Cougar 7. Jonathan was at the bat. Swing, batter, bat, swing. And the other team chanted, come on, Jonathan. You might have swing. Now it's time to keep the eye on the ball. Catch it. Jonathan reminded himself to listen what he had said.
What's he gonna do?
Okay, boys, let them hold them to 7. Coach Peter said as the top of the 6th. We still have a shot of winning. Yeah. The bench warmer sat on the bench where they belong. Bobby said under this breath, only the Jonathan could hear. Soon there will be 2 outs, but the next pitcher go to Cougars was a hit. Whack. The ball flew high over the third base. Head up, Jonathan. It's coming towards you. Catch. Moving to under the ball. Jonathan told himself, I can do that. If I can do it, stay focused.
Okay.
Jonathan ran under the ball and with his arm raised, but it's mine, he called. The ball landed right in Jonathan's glove. You are out. We heard the umpire call. That's the inning. Wow. Good catch, Bobby. As he walked past Jonathan toward the dugout, Jonathan smiled to himself and said, "Thanks, Bobby," and followed him to the dugout.
Wow. Great feeling.
In the bottom of the inning, Badgers gave them their all. Michael almost hit a home run with man on the first and the second, but the Cougars' right field reached out the fence and grabbed the ball.
Oh.
Jonathan hit the ball to the Cougars' shortstop and tagged the man in the second hit into the third and the last bet. Bobby grounded out. The Badgers had tried hard, but they could not get past the Cougars. The Cougars was on 5. The final score was Badgers was 5, Cougars 7. The Badgers had lost, and the Cougars was going to playoff. Guys, you did a good job here today. You didn't win the game, but you played like a winner. Coach Peters told them in the huddle, everyone thought he was going to be in the playoffs. Jonathan said, "Feel like a winner." He turned to Michael. "Man, I sure had fun today. I know we didn't win, but it still feels good because playing together and we gave it all, just like Uncle Jack said. It's how you played the game. That's what's count. Now that's what's called a home run," said Michael as he smiled. Jonathan, "You got it," said Jonathan, "and when the next year came around, we'll be ready." You said it. And Uncle John said he raised his hand and gave a high five.
Show me the picture.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
I think that's the end.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the end.
Wow, what a good story. So what did you like about the story?
Well, I liked about it. It's not the winning. It's how you play the golden rules. Know the game. Pay attention to the coach at all times. Know your opponent. Be a team player. Practice a winning attitude. Find out what you get, what you do best. Find out what you need to work on. Practice, practice, practice. Learn from your mistake and have fun. What you like?
Well, I like the change. Like at the beginning, he said, "Well, we lost, so what could be fun about that?" And we lost. And then he said, "Well, maybe I can teach you something." And I gave him this book and then explained to him about the 10 golden rules. And he got it.
Yeah.
It's not win or lose. He said, "How could you say we played a good game if we lost?" But they did. They had a positive attitude. They gave it their best. They enjoyed and they had fun, and that's really the trick. I think I like the story because so many times people are been so fixed that they have to win or lose, but half the people are going to go home miserable if that's their attitude. If it's doing your best, learning, and having fun, then everybody can go home happy.
Right.
So it was an exciting book. I kind of thought they were going to win based on they learning the rules. And he was working real hard.
Right.
So it was kind of surprised that they lost. But maybe that's the point. They lost. They win but they won anyway.
Right. They won anyway.
So what's our next story, Grandma Bessie?
That's it. I read both of them.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to read the first one though for the.
You want me to read the first book over?
At home. Yeah, the Dinosaur Expert, because we didn't read that.
Dinosaur Expert.
We were just practicing. Yeah,
okay.
We were just practicing. Yeah. Okay.
Dinosaur Expert.
Dinosaur Expert. By what was the author?
By Margaret McNamara. and G. Brian Carus.
Okay.
Kimmy collect things so she could study them. She collect rocks and shell and leaves and pebbles and feathers. She even collect owl pellets, and she took them apart. But all of the things Kimmy collected, fossil was her favorite.
Ooh. Wow, look at that room, all that stuff.
Wow, said Alex, as soon as they walked into the first room, dinosaur fight. Kimmy stepped forward. The big one of Barosaur, she said, the plant eater, and in a small fierce and in one allures. Allures can move fast, but the Barosaur had a superpower tail, continued Kimmy. She used to protect her babies. I know a lot about dinosaurs, said Jake. I love fossils. Kimmy said, I want to be a scientist when I grow up. Girls aren't scientists, Jake said, and Kimmy stopped talking.
Wow, those are cool. Look how big.
Yeah. In the next room, there were photographers and old-fashioned people. Some of them were in the desert. Some of them were standing in the dinosaur bone. Does anyone know the dinosaur scientist called? Said Mr. Tiffin. Kimmy said, a panthologist. Said Eleanor. Right, said Mr. Tiffin. The panthologist studied fossils. The picture shows pathologists from a long ago. Dinosaur scientists are looking for dinosaur fossils nowadays all over the world. Kimmy studied the photographer, read the fossil hunter names out loud. Edward Drinker Cope, Earl Douglas, Old Marsh. She said, CJ. The next room, Kimmy's favorite, every case had a different set of dinosaur bones. She knew which bones were from the Triassic period, when dinosaurs first walked the earth, and which were from the Jurassic period, the age of giant dinosaurs, and which were the Cretaceous period, when dinosaurs shared the planet with so many new species of mammals and certain birds and flowering plants. When Tara drew jawbones and Eleanor recited the dinosaur poem, Kimmy studied the evolved nest, whilst Mr. Tiffin came over and they looked at the exhibit quiet together. Scientists used to think these dinosaurs stole eggs, said Kimmy, but they realized that the arborist sat on the eggs to protect them. I'm sure the class would like to hear that Mr. Tiffin may be some of these, said Timmy. Jake ran in the next room. Check this out. He called. It was a nice exhibit. This is the biggest dinosaur ever, said Robert. A tyrannosaur can even fit in a room, said Ellen. Ooh, that's a big one. Kimmy said, Mr. Tiffin, you might want to see them.
Wow, that's big.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. Kimmy went over and took a look. There's a dinosaur she had never seen before called Brasura. She read it all, Grand Sura. Then she saw a photo of Brandon D. Caprini Kimmy smiled wide. I thought you might like her, said Mr. Tiffin. One picture showed the Brandon Gasper hunting for fossils hunting in the dust business, said Mr. Tiffin. I love dust, said Mr. Kimmy. There was another photo of Brandon Casper. The test tube went off the doctor's winning award. Awesome, said Jake. Really awesome, said Kimmy. She is so cool.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool.
In the next 3 rooms, Kimmy kept talking. She told the class a lot. This guy's brain was so brainy. People used to think I must have had another brain hiding somewhere. To control her big body, she said, it is the only one. They look like a raptor toe, said Kimmy. The raptor needed 3 toes and 1 used 2. Interesting, said Molly. Finger bones are interesting too. Kimmy said early raptors have 5 fingers, later raptors had 3. How come, said Jake. They involved, Kimmy said. They kept what they needed and changed what they didn't. We're always involving, said Mr. Tiffin. The dinosaur mummy, said Kimmy. It was preserved for 50 million years before the body found. You'll even see its skin. It's feel like dinosaurs, real so soft, said Germany. It's almost like it's alive, said Anna.
Wow. Feel that. Woo.
Yeah. Imagine what the field trip would be like, said Mr. Tiffin.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, class, back to reality, said Mr. Tiffin. Time to head home. As the class took the last look at the dinosaur, Kimmy turned to Mr. Tiffin. That Tyrannosaur was amazing, she said, but it liked the name of Mr. Brandon and Gasper best. Me too, said Mr. Tiffin. When I grow up, I want to be just like her, Kimmy said. I think, Mr. Tiffin, you are already there. The end.
Okay, so what did you like best about this story?
Well, this one here, I like about the bones. Kimmy stood it. It was a big dinosaur. Some of them had 2 toes, and some of them had 3 toes.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's really cool to think to be able to touch this, see what it felt like.
Yeah.
Touch the bones.
Right.
Of the dinosaur, and have you ever? You were telling me before that you went to Cranbrook. They had a dinosaur exhibit when you went.
Yeah,
there.
they had the dinosaur exhibit. Big dinosaur exhibit.
And they've also had them at the dinosaur exhibit at the Detroit Zoo, and I know. So you can check out. I think the Detroit Science Center has had some dinosaur exhibits. So if you're interested in seeing dinosaurs,
yeah,
check to see when their exhibits are coming back to the Detroit area. I know Novi is going to have a dinosaur exhibit coming in December, but that's pretty far. It's about the Jurassic Crust, it's called.
Uh-huh.
December 10th through 19th, but that's going to be in Novi. So
You're not going down there, are you?
Novi's pretty far out for
Yeah.
me to go, but
Right.
it's really cool. But it'd be really cool to see. I did go to Chicago's Museum of Natural History, and they have in their lobby they have Sue. They call Sue. She's a huge dinosaur, and it's just amazing.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you. Which story did you like the best?
I liked it both of them, but I kind of liked it the one with the golden rule by Michael.
Okay, and why did you like that?
Because it's not about winning all the time. It's how you play the game.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much, Grandma Bessie, for reading these two stories, and we'll be back next week for Grandma Reads a Story at 3:30. And it's nice seeing you, and take care.
Okay.
Bye.
All right.
Leave a comment for us on Facebook. Any kids that are watching, or if you watch this video later, tell us what you liked, and give us a suggestion if there's a book you would like us to read. So, goodbye.
Bye-bye.